Hey, how you doing? POA here. Been a while, and I, thanks to Amazon, decided to dump a whole bunch more inventory that basically hasn't sold. I guess I should probably go on a small conversation about that first, shouldn't I? Even though every other channel did it well before this, it's going to air well afterwards. These boxes have not been selling on Amazon, so they've been sitting on this stock. And they want to run Prime Day, right? So it becomes a loss leader, kind of, where they could put this stuff out and then in hopes that then people will order some other stuff while they're at it, right? That's what you hope for. Plus you move through some dead inventory. I've been seeing a lot out there from people being like, well, you don't see Phyrexia all will be one, being fire sold. Yet. That's going to be my comment there, is yet. Okay? In all retail business, there is a life cycle of a product. And the deeper into the life cycle, the more you want to get it out of the books because it's no longer profitable, or at least it's no longer worth it's worth less and less over time of holding it in its stock area. Okay? You have a finite amount of space where you can keep stuff in stock. So when you have a product that's just truly dead, you got to move it. Okay, that is essentially what a fire sale is. Yes, is that Wizards' fault? I don't know. So I know Rudy made which was otherwise a good comment, that they could have sold it to a distributor instead for a good price, and the distributor then could have given a good deal to the LGSs. But would the LGSs have sat on it like dead inventory? So even if they got it for cheaper, let's just say, because then there's going to be different cuts taken from there. The reason why it's so cheap on Amazon is because it's more or less Amazon. It's more or less Wizards Direct. You're paying a cut to Amazon, and obviously the shipping and all that stuff that's part of that cut. And then beyond that, you're paying one person instead of selling it to a distributor. Then the distributor's got to make a cut, so then they sell it to an LGS for a markup, and the LGS has got to sell it to you, so they sell it for a markup. Right? It's a 3-tier system. So it still would have probably been $150 a box. And would you have bought either of these for $150 a box? They've been on Amazon routinely. They've gone between $150 to $170 pretty consistently, and nobody's touched them. Very few people have touched them. I probably shouldn't say nobody. It's too definite, but it's probably not true. But very few, right at that price point, touched them. So would that have worked? Probably not. It's the reality of printing too much, unfortunately, or it's the issue of allocating product that didn't need to be allocated in the first place. Now, I know in the case of these two sets, that wasn't the case. Well, I shouldn't say Crimson Vow collector boxes were high at first. Midnight Hunt wasn't, but Crimson Vow collector boxes were hot for a moment, right? So I could understand allocation there. But then that should have quickly, well, I should say, then people ordered product and then they ended up sitting on it and they didn't order more. When you don't order more, then they're going to go ahead and, here you go, Amazon, take this product. And Amazon, they're going to, I'm certain that they didn't sell it for a loss because they didn't lose money on the sale. Wizards didn't lose money on the sale because the reality is it didn't cost $80 to make this. So between them and between Amazon, nobody lost money there. Who do lose money, unfortunately, are the LGSs who are still sitting on this product. And it kind of takes me back to one particular time, which in LGS over here, and I have not been back there since they did this. This made my head explode. They put on Facebook, which I hate, but here and there. They put on Facebook that they had Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow collector boxes $100 off. They didn't say what they were charging for it, of course, because that would... Which I kind of was like, well, let's just see. And for them, $100 off meant these boxes were still $200. What? Nobody's buying that. And if they are, unfortunately, I have to say you're ripping them off. In a way, you're kind of not ripping them off, though, because unfortunately you paid way too much for the product that isn't selling, so you have to sit on the product until someday maybe it becomes desirable. That's the reality. And I know you've heard it from other channels who do this regularly, but I guess I can give into a little bit of a different mindset as somebody who deals with a lot of back end stuff with products. Yeah, so that's a fact, right? These had to be fire sold. There was no other option. We're 5 minutes in. I should probably get started on the video instead of ranting. That didn't mean that to take too long. All right, well let's get started. I feel like I got a lot to say on a lot of these subjects. Yeah. But yes, they had to be fire sold. There wasn't an option. They could have put it through to distributors and then distributors over to retail, but then they still would have been $150 a box. They still wouldn't have sold. Nobody would have bought them, frankly. If they looked at it like, okay, we're being offered it for 120, 125 from the distributor. Let's just even say 110, right? Then I want to hold that shelf spot, I want to make a certain percentage of margin, because you got to factor that kind of stuff in, and then rate of movement, which means to move these things fast, you probably would have had to sell them at 130. So let's just say you got it at 110. Yeah, that could have been not a terrible thing if they would have moved it at 130. Like, these are the things you have to think about that nobody ever does. Instead, the internet explodes because, oh my God, Amazon's just dumping all the product. Now, in the end, it is the Falcon Wrath 4 bear. Not a, at least it's a rare. Yeah, it's what happens when you print too much, and it is not a very desirable product. And of course, blah blah blah. Okay. That's what happens. But we're going to open this. Why? Because they were freaking $100 and change for each collector box. That's why. And there's lands I want. Necrosynthesis, good uncommon. That's backwards. Okay. My box has been messed with. All right, Bloodline Culling. Cleaver Scab. Cleaver Skeeb. Can't Stay Away. Shady Traveler. Tavern Ruffian. Deserted Beach. Hello. Exactly the kind of card I'm looking for right there. Tavern Ruffian and Ludovic, Necrogenius, and Olag on the back. All right. So we're going to go kind of every other. I know some people hate the every other, but I enjoy it. Maybe I'll post this a lot sooner. All right. Cemetery Protector for our first mythic. Okay. Crimson Vow mythic, part of the Cemetery line. Come on, get over there. There's a slight curl, not surprised. Ethereal Investigator. Mirror Hall Mimic. Not bad, but no value. Harvester, Gluttonous Guest. Savior of Ullenbach, so that is another mythic. So it is Abraham Van Helsing. Not a good mythic. Epicure. And our third mythic of the pack. We got our second Prowler. We got Cemetery Prowler. Oh, sorry, second Cemetery mythic. Okay, that was a 3 mythic pack. Not an explosive 3 mythic pack, but a 3 mythic pack nonetheless. I don't see that a lot in this product. And yep, those are backwards. All right. Suspicious Stowaway. Ravenous Rotbelly. Consuming... Ooh, God, what a terrible mythic. Okay, well. Mythics so far not doing pretty well. That's all right, keep going. Tovolar, which I think is bulk now. So I'm going to put it down on the end because I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure it is. Engrafted Identity. You know what? I should probably look at the tokens. Yep, it's a Blood and Spirit token. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm pretty certain that is not a terrible one. Pretty much anything blood token at this point. Blood tokens are actually a thing and actually play well. Okay. I don't remember you. You're a mythic? Volatile Arsonist? Why? What? You're a mythic? Dire Strain Anarchist? I don't remember you at all, actually. Any way, shape, or form. Alright, well, that's a mythic. Breathkeeper's Seraph. Hiveheart Shaman. Efficient. Quincy Harker. Angie. Hey, Deathcap Glade. Sweet. And a vampire and a Zombo. That's it. Well, at least we got our second. It's amazing at this time because Innistrad Midnight Hunt had the easy to open collector packs, and Crimson Vow was the first set that had the hard to open collector packs. So you go from one to other, it's like this one just like this just rips open by like touching it. Light Up the Night. Visions of Dominance. Storm the Festival. Not terrible. There's Trader, Hauler, Jadar, which is a very actually good card. I still don't think it has any value, but and Florian in the black and white showcase. And we got that's a cool Zombo and a Decayed Zombo. Oh, it's a Menace Zombo. Okay. So, like, what are you going for here? Obviously, Meathook, right? It's the card in Midnight Hunt. Beyond that, I want as many lands I can get my hands on. Toxrill, I kind of like to see Toxrill. But I would say so far in that start, I don't think I'm going to see any of those cards. So, hopefully a lot of lands. Ascendant Pack Leader. Lorene the Diversion. Allbreaker Horror. Good pool. Celebrant. Dracula. We got Falkenrath Forebear again. Mr. Harker. And the Bloodcaster. Some of the patrons had asked in the past if they could do this type of thing, and we can go back and forth. And I'm thinking about it, but then sometimes you open up some bad boxes, and you're like, yeah, but still, Sludge Monster. Visions of Dread. Hallowed Respite. Okay. Gonna Grow Witch. Kessig Naturalist. Rem Carlos. Hauler. And Dire Strain Rampage. Okay. Hey, Blood Token! Yay! Thalia in her 15,000 printings, and yet they all are buck. So it's kind of wild. Rhoda. Curse of Hospitality. Okay. Yep, sorry about that. There's a big old moving truck outside. Bloodcaster. Geist. Another Thalia, this time Mina Harker. Okay. Another Spirit and Blood Token. Well, we have a lot of packs to go. So let's just keep on trucking. There are some valuable cards in this product. Lear, okay. Lear or Lear, I don't know. Disciple of the Drowned. It's still cool artwork. Okay, Celebrate the Harvest. Smoldering Egg, which is no longer a couple bucks. It was for a long time in this product, but not now. Probably because of standard. I have no idea. Graveyard Trespasser, one of those cards at one point that did spike heavily, and at some point was like a $5-6 card, which for this set that is spiking heavily. I'm pretty sure it's back down to like $1. Scoundrel. And Bloodline Culling. Okay. I might have to pause the video for a second. Yep, definitely got to pause the video for a second. Hold on. Yeah, on your end, it's like nothing ever happened. The pack is still there. I was golfing over the weekend, and I wasn't wearing my glove. And I gripped the club too hard, and as I ripped open that hard-to-open pack, I just ripped open my my blister. So, kind of hurt. Kind of hurts right now, actually. But we will continue on. Winged Portent. Glass Cast Heart. Headless Rider. Not a bad pull. Geist. Epicure. Okay, Edgar. Charmed Groom. An Investigator's Journal. Sheesh. Okay. Folks, this is why these are $100. I mean, at $100, you can still like not hit a box price. I know there were people that like questioned that and called that out, like $100 is like I can't miss, and then there are others, and like myself, and I was like, no, you can still miss. Yeah, that's not a slam dunk. I mean, it's a good box price, but it's if anything, that's maybe perhaps an appropriate box price. Consider. You know, you will go up top because I don't have a lot going on here. Hey, Augur of Autumn. Good to see you. Good card. Avacyn's Memorial. Okay, another Mythic. That time a Commander Mythic, and probably the best one to get. Oh, if I get a Kyler, I'm going to be pissed off. I ordered one recently. We got Grafted Identity again. Florian. And the Briar Bridge Tracker. Okay. I think after this pack, we are halfway through both boxes. Investigator's Journal again. Timon, Youthful Geist, partners with Rhoda, which we did get Rhoda, so that's kind of neat. Our third Cemetery, that time Cemetery Desecrator. I think that's actually the weakest one of the group. We got Holy Ward. Deathcap Blade ×2. Sweet. And Olivia's Attendance. All right, yeah, we are halfway through the box, folks, or the video. Okay, well, we have pulled quite a few Mythics so far. So I'm really hoping that the second half of the box here shows up a little bit. At the very least, gives us a bunch of lands. I will accept that happily, actually. Happily. Ludovic, that time in the regular pack foil version. Visions of Glory. Patrician Geist. Holler Slogurk. And Dennick. Alright. I was going to film another video after this, and I don't think I'm going to now. It actually kind of hurts. Does not feel good. Dreamer Cascade. Fantastic. I'll get that uncurled. Mindbreaker. Averbrook Caretaker. This is a card that I personally am kind of pissed off about. I'm pissed off because I'm an idiot. This card at one time was like an $18, $20 card. And I've looked at it many times, and the fact that it has the day-bound, night-bound mechanic, I refuse to put it in a deck. Every single time I think there's a deck I could probably use it in. I didn't sell it, and I kept telling myself, you should probably sell it. Like, you're not going to play with it, you should probably sell it. There's no way you're going to play with it. And now it's like $3. Mina Harker ×2, that time non-foil. It's a Mina box. And Mirror Hall Mimic in the foil extended art. Okay. Okay. Make sure I've got... Yeah, those are all backwards. It's weird. Okay. Rite of Harmony. Hordewing Scab. Geist Flame Reservoir. Yeesh. Alright. Village Watch. Brutal Cathar. Alright, there's a decent one. And the Mask of Grizzlebees. Another blood token, because they're not actually that hard to find. Persistent Specimen. Our fourth one, Cemetery Gatekeeper. Who do we need now? We need the blue one, and we need the spirit one. Then we get the whole line of them. Which isn't what I asked for at all. Okay, we got Imposing Grandeur, Stensia Uprising. Okay, Shattered Sanctum. Excellent. Yeah, keep ticking away at those. Why is it almost every single Unholy Officiant in the foil showcase is totally off-centered? It's awful. Hey, Hullbreaker horror and foil. Cool. I will dig that. While, yes, not nearly worth what it was, because reprints. You know, actually, that's a really good example right now, unfortunately, of what's going on. So you have this product which had, frankly, not a whole lot of desire in cards, but Hullbreaker Horror was one of them. It had high desire. And so for some reason, they very quickly reprinted it. Unfortunately, it's point A and point B, right? A, it's bad for selling boxes, because you immediately took away one of the cards at rare that you're kind of hunting after. Same time, it's good for the players, because you can get some Hullbreaker Horrors for dirt cheap. I don't know. There's no right or wrong answer there. I just know if you're trying to sell boxes, that's which, as far as Wizards concerned, just so everybody's on the same page. Once they sell it to distributors, it's gone. They sold it as far as they're concerned. Like if it sits on LGS's shelves, they don't particularly care. Sigarda's Splendor. They should, but they don't. Moorland Rescuer. Sigarda's Splendor Extended Art. Is that Catilda? That's Catilda. Dawnheart Prime. You know, I could go for another Serenith. And Liesa, Forgotten Archangel in the foil showcase. All right, we got the curtains, Drog Skull reinforcements, Glorious Sunrise. Yeah, it's like every single one's off-centered. It's horrible. All right, Lucy, Blood Vial, Purveyor. Was that out of order? Sure was. All right, then we got Graph Reaver. I don't know if it's not a bad card. That's a good question. Mostly usable for Zombo decks. It's probably bulk, isn't it? I don't remember. Okay. Well, hey, Jisa. All right, Glorious Resurrector. It's a solid pull. The Crowded Crypt. Oh, okay, it's the Adversary. All right, it's the other one. So we got Spectral Adversary, which is the Adversary line, which had one of each color in Midnight Hunt. Kendall Grove, Shady Traveler, Adeline, good pull. Kendall Grove Witch. Deserted Beach, excellent. Two of those. One of the ones I would say I kind of hope for. If we can pull a couple more of the lands, I almost want to consider this video a success. even with really subpar mythics. Voice of the Blessed, not terrible. The Crossway Troublemakers. Dollhouse of Horrors. Epicure. Suitor. Renfield. I hadn't seen the movie yet. I want to see the movie. Looked funny. Blood Vial Purveyor. Blood Vial Purveyor. Don't know why I keep doing that. But really off-centered. Alright, not getting anything in the commons and uncommons, unfortunately, so far. Unnatural Growth. That's cool. That's a card I would like to see. That's good. Stalwart Pathlighter. Rite of Harmony again. Infiltrator. Burly Breaker. Arlen, okay, in the showcase. You know, it's funny, like this is emblematic of what happened. So this is the showcase version, really cool artwork. And the foil version, when the set came out, was like $75, even at time of full release. I sold my copy for $75. I'm really glad I did. And Poppet Stitcher for the 2 mythic pack. That's not a bad mythic right there. Not a bad mythic. You can do worse. Change of Fortune. Okay. Mirage Phalanx. Graph Reaver. Social H. Henrika Domnathy. I pulled so many of her. That's a mythic. Howlpack Piper. Okay. Alright, last pack of both. Well, there are some playables in here. Yes, absolutely. So before I get too negative, Unnatural Growth, Adeline, a couple Hullbreaker Horrors, Brutal Cathar, Augur of Autumn's great. I got 6 in the land so far. I'm hoping for another 2. So I definitely pulled some good stuff out of the rare slots. So they at least has that going for it at this box price. Mask of Grizzled Bees again. Beastmaster. Light Up the Night again. Alright. We got, what, 2 left? Old Sticky Fingers. Alright, come on. Vanquish the Horde. Okay. And then the last Crimson Vow pack. How many mythics is that for Crimson Vow? Nine? Okay, that's probably going to be it. One could hope. All right. Grolnok, the Hypnotoad. Umbris. Okay. There was a time this became a super expensive card. Dream Shackle Geist. Celebrants. Thirst for Discovery. Come on. Olivia's Attendants. Markov Purifier. All right, we got one more. Headless Rider Extended Art Foil. Okay. That is a pretty good example of what to expect. I actually did a slightly better on the land count than you can often. Usually somewhere between 2 and 3 is what you get. I've seen as high as 8. I actually completed the 10 in the set box. I will admit, and there's a reason why those are not cheap, the set boxes for this particular product are not bad at all things considered. Yeah, you can get a bad box, but still, not bad at all things considered. But these collector boxes became cheaper. That's wild. Yeah, I'm going to end the video. Thanks for watching. 28 minutes just to watch somebody open Innistrad.